Would-bes, wannabes, and already beans. It's been 2 years coming, and I stand before you, not as a manifestation, but as a real man. A real man who is telling you, yes you can, yes you have, and yes you always will. This cap and gown is not blue and red. But yes, figuratively, we are Supermen. And while we will not be saving women and children from crashed cars or burning buildings, perhaps, maybe, we will through some corporate social responsibility and good common business sense. It's not usually until we get to the end that we start to think about the beginning again, and subsequently start to retrace our steps and the progress we made. It's truly amazing how far we've come, how much we've learned, how much we've grown during this time, now that we've come to its end. I can only imagine what you guys are thinking, how you guys feel. I now feel stronger than I ever have, more aggressive and assertive. I am more sure about my place in this world and the things that I should do. My eyes are open and I do see the light. I feel smarter, more creative, and adventurous. I've experienced a whole new academic and social environment which has required complete and utter cultural adaptation. I feel lucky, I feel fortunate, and am blessed. Now, each of us, we have an assortment of these feelings, and I hope during this next few minutes that I'm going to take us upon reflection over the last 2 years. Now, before I get too far into this ordeal, and before I get too carried away, what I would like to do is to share a few moments with our local guests this afternoon, as I deem it appropriate as we are in Taiwan. 各位家长，各位来宾，谢谢你们今天来我们的毕业典礼。你们的出席对我们来说意义重大。今天对我们来说是充满荣耀的一天，因为你们的支持与鼓励。 今天，我们能骄傲地说，我们毕业了。对于身为外国人，我们很羡慕，在毕业典礼这天，有家人和朋友参加，一起分享这份喜悦。在这求学的过程中，有家人在背后支持，有朋友随时陪伴，是再令人 开心不过的事，所以再次感谢你们今天的到来。接下来的时间，我会快速讲完。
OK。
所以希望你们不会无聊太久。Now, to make a long story short, let's get on with this, because I know we have a lot of things we have to do. Is at this time, I want to spend some time and spend some thanks. And first and foremost, the people we have to thank, us the IMBA, us the students, have to be the office staff. Cherry, the support staff, our proverbial den mothers, you've taken care of us more than we can imagine. You guys keep the program going. You represent our mothers who care for us while they're not here. You guys handle us, all our needs and all our concerns. You solve the day-to-day run-ins and keep this program going and on its feet. Now, I don't know how many times I witnessed firsthand people walking into the office, tears and confused, and walking out with smiles and answers. So from all of us, thank you. Secondly, the next thing I want to do is our directors. So we have the current Dean of College Commerce, Hui Tang, our former Dean, Chester Ho, and then Director of IMBA, Samuel Chen. You guys represent the face of NCCU and our future. If it wasn't for you and your efforts, I probably wouldn't have come to Taiwan, I probably wouldn't have come to the school, and I wouldn't be standing here today. It is you guys who build this school and its reputation. It's you guys who facilitate the people like us who have come and the many more that will come in the future. I can only pray from the bottom of my heart that I wish you the absolute and utmost respect and success in the days to come, because our fate are tied forever. The only thing I can hope is that one day in the future, wherever I may be, wherever I may stand, when I turn around and I see NCCU and I see the IMBA, I hope I can see it amongst the rest. And if I do that, then I know that you've been successful. So thank you.
Thank you.
Now, the last thing I want to be talking to, of course, will be about the teachers, right? The teachers have been the closest to us by sharing their times and energies through 18 weeks of sheer torture. And if I can, only hope to repay them one day for the pain and suffering that they have caused. But on a real note, it's the teachers, you the teachers, who represent the heart and core of the program. The substance that will stay with us forever. Be it in the lectures that they gave or the knowledge they imparted, it is you who we will be taking away with us today when we leave. So, be it that you finally saw the shark, you found a blue ocean that you wanted to dive into, or the fact that you will never look at an iPhone or BlackBerry the same again. It's these stories that have accrued, like in Grace's accounting class, about a lifetime of work in the industry that we will always cherish. So, thank you, teachers. Now, enough about that. Now it's about us, because this is our day.
Yeah.
And I want to be talking about some IMBA moments now. And the majority of the IMBA moments are owed to us from the Student Council, who have fought and organized for our better interest. Sometimes I think not, though. But their hearts are good. Anyway, our presidents, we have Jeffrey Deck Ling and Daniel Yen. We have the VP, Benjamin Lee. Communications, Kim Yu. Finance, Bella Wu. Community Service is Daniel Yen. And our coordinator, Hanif. I'd like to reflect for a minute on some of the great moments that we owe in part due to them. For example, one of the beginnings that I remember will be Jeffrey and Albert, who went to Spain to represent NCCU in a truly international method. So that was a very successful outing. Thank you guys for taking care of us and representing our team. Secondly, I remember Jeffrey and David, right, who co-wrote the Student Council Charter and set us on the path we are today. So thank you for your works and efforts in the program. Next, and you guys remember Benjamin, who was the captain of our highly successful 2011 Dragon Boat team. He helped the IMBA become recognized in the news and media and arranged the meeting with President Ma. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next, we have Kim, who set up the IMBA newsletter, and Sebastian, who helped design the IMBA website. We have Daniel, who led the numerous community events that facilitated us growing outside the classroom in the different means while fulfilling our credit hours and priorities. Next, we have Leo, our artist extraordinaire, who's done a lot of work in the program, as well as Herman, our designated photographer. And then, of course, you guys can't forget the two people, our IMBA cheerleaders, Young and Hanif. They help coordinate numerous events, be it before the class or after, small or large. They did everything from the grad gala to Christmas parties. So thank you guys for everything. On a lighter note, though, I want to thank or make two extended thanks. One is going to be to Tirasit, Hui, and Leo, who, on their own accord, during the crisis and the Thai flood, they arranged a charity drive for their nation's benefit. As well as Ken, who, during the Japanese crisis, arranged the Japan Relief Fund for the Red Cross. Now, I'd like to move on and talk about some of these events that we've done outside the classroom. Some of the successful community volunteering events organized over the past 2 years that represent our interests and belief. The first one that most of us think about will be the Fuban Marathon, that demonstrated that exercising your mind is important as your body. We also had numerous children events. Numerous children events. This list I'm going to read you, numerous. Yes. For example, we had the Orphanage Olympics, the Zhongyi Doraemon event, the Xiaorengguo Children's Outing, the Taipei Rotary Club, the Cambodian Girls Charity Auction, the ICDF Reach Out Program, the Pingdong. In Pinglin, we had winter and summer camps. And I'm going to stop there. But that demonstrates our interest and belief in the fact that we do believe that children are the future, and they do represent what we care about. Finally, the last thing that we organized a lot in the IMBA was for our environment. We had numerous events like the NCCU, River Appreciation Day, the 7-Eleven World event, and the No More Trash events around Taipei. I'm like an organizer over there. Now, I want to turn the stage over to you guys because it isn't about me and it's not about my voice. This isn't my program. This is your program. So what I've done is I've collected a bunch of information, a good cross-sectional thing I think about you guys, and I want to share with you two things. Precious moments through the eyes of the students, and then things learned, valuable lessons to appreciate. The first of which I want to do now is precious moments. And the first student I want to talk about will be Yannick. Yannick says, it was the events like Dragon Boat that allowed for another dimension of the program to take shape. The opportunity to foster team spirit outside the classroom allowed me to actively take on the leadership role. We have Tirasit, who believes the opportunity to participate and engage in various activities throughout the community. I cherish the memories had at the Taipei Fuban Marathon and the Taipei Rotary Club charity. And then we have Jenny Young. Jenny Young says, the program opened my eyes and opened my mind to many new things. From there, Jeffrey. The precious moments I shared with fellow classmates and prospects at our Cross IMBA Mixers and Entrepreneur Society. We have Camille, the ability to chip in and start something good for all to participate and enjoy. The last two recent things we can think about will be the IMBA Oath Club to promote ethics and responsibility, as well as the Hoodie Project. From there, we have Alex and Adelaide. Meeting the person that you will spend the rest of your life with. That's good. Yeah. And George Gao, the open hand of friendship that extends across borders. Special moments were around being welcomed to the homes of many IMBA classmates, both here in Taiwan and abroad, while on exchange and traveling during the last 2 years. Family is important to me, and I'm so glad I had the opportunity to see theirs. And the last person for precious memories was Young. Young, I really enjoyed the program's diversity that allowed me to learn people's point of views on different social and political issues. Now, the next thing I want to follow up with now are things learned in the program and valuable lessons to appreciate. The first one, coming from Latin America up there, will be from Daniela. I see the shark. I learned that the world is not as big as one would think it is. I don't see Asia as being so far away, different from me anymore. I know a lot of opportunities will come, and they will stem from what I learned in the program. And then we have David, our NCCU official spiritual guru. He says, Confucianism and leadership were great courses that showed me a lot of principles from a different perspective. People are people in every country, the good and the bad. These courses provided me with a social, perceptual bridge that I was looking for. And then we have Sabina. Sabina said, the thing I liked about the program is meeting people who play an important role in industry. The forum and guest speakers gave us a clear picture of what the industry is, how it works, and what it looks like. I love the more realistic aspect that has helped me to plan my future and my career. And then we move on to Jorge. Jorge says, academically speaking, from STM, I learned a lot about myself. STM reaffirmed my beliefs in people and resource management, and that people are resources and not assets. I think that was one of the most important lessons I learned in the IMBA. Definitely the best course for me at NCCU. And then we have Claire. Claire says, I have learned a lot about myself over the course of this program, especially in assertiveness. I used to be so shy, so low-key, so nervous, and unsociable. However, through group projects, presentations, volunteering, events, becoming a TA, and hosting at the IACMR, the International Association of Chinese Management Research, dinner last summer, a new Claire has emerged. And then one more here from Ramiro. It pays off to come to class early, study hard, refocus during the breaks, and be the last one to leave in order to soak it all up and not miss a beat. Alright guys, so I'm going to pretty much kind of call it quits now. I'm going to do the wrap up. What I want to do is look forward by summarizing the past, and I want to leave you guys with a few closing thoughts. First, because we're here means that we're ready. And having this degree is better than without. And that should serve as a reminder for us that our future is bright. Regardless of who we are, where we came from, or what our intentions were behind coming to Genda, NCCU, entering the program, or obtaining an international master's business administration degree. Together we share something in common besides our memories that we should realize and that we should take with us forward. When I look at this program, I see three things. I see the hard work, I see the social ties, and I see the knowledge imparted. For the first one, the hard work, give you guys some credit. You guys deserve a pat on the back. There's no way you're here today. There's no way you're standing on the stage. There's no way you're walking out here with this paper if you did not do the work. Hard work is an essential ingredient for the recipe of success, and that is one thing that I believe everyone has. So when you walk out here today, you remember that. You keep that with you. Because a lot of people don't get this far in life. You represent the good part. Secondly, dealing with the social ties. And I think this kind of permeates through the IMBA. It's not what you know, baby. It's who you know. And I think that is one connection, a core competency of this course, this project, this program, this everything. For 2 years, we've been together, we've met, we've associated, we've facilitated connections, built bridges and ties. Today, more than any other day, we now know each other better than ever before. And going forward, I hope we utilize that, think of that, and keep that. Because still, even though we're not in the same class together anymore, we are part of a special club. Is it Xiaoyo? We are alumni, right?
Xiaoyo.
And the last thing, the knowledge imparted. You guys have to admit it, right? At the end of the day, it can't hurt. The knowledge we learned is impressive. You gotta think, we've been here for 2 years, and we came for an academic program. 2 years, what have we done? 45 credit hours, a minimum of 15 courses. I've got a trunk of books at home that I'm sending back to Canada that costs more than my sofa. So without a doubt, there's no way you can say, there's no way you can convince me that you did not learn something. You did not change your view, your perception on life, and you're not coming away here with something different in the form of business. So without a doubt, I say, yes, we can. We do have the right with regards to anything we do in the future. Yes, we can. And that is truly something that we should remember and keep close to our heart. Always work hard, respect your friends, and never stop learning. This is who I am, and this is how the world sees me. Thank you very much. Class of 2010, congratulations, and I'll see you later.